Hello, everyone. So, welcome back to another episode from Harrell Realty Group. So, today's topic is going to be about how I saved a seller client, I should say, by leveraging my experience with using Airbnb. So, you don't want to miss out on this great information. So, stay tuned. So, welcome back. So, as I stated, this topic is going to be about how I saved my client by leveraging my experience with Airbnb. So it was around this time last year when I had a client that wanted to put her home on the market. Now, I had helped her before on getting her home rented. And so once it was getting closer to the time that this particular tenant was going to end her lease, my client wanted to put her home on the market. So it was around May that the tenant was getting ready to leave. So I said, all right, well, let's go ahead and get this thing on the market because right now it's looking like a couple of homes in that particular subdivision have sold. So let's see if we can get some headway and get this place sold. So we went on and got it listed. The tenant moved out and made sure that the place got cleaned back up and was looking in great condition to be shown. I should say be put in showing condition, which is very important when you're trying to get a home sold. You don't ever want to put a property on the market and it's not good. It doesn't look good to the eyes. So you want to ensure that everything there is clean. There's no holes in the walls. The outside of the house is looking good. So just a lot of aesthetics that you just want to make sure is in place. So I ensured that all that was done, and we went on and listed it. So within a couple months, we had a few bites on the home, but nobody actually went all the way through with it. And so my client was getting a tad bit anxious, and she was like, kind of worried here because it's not really moving the way that I thought it would. And so I'm like, yeah, I totally understand. We're kind of in a market right now where a lot of people want to purchase these townhomes to Airbnb them out. And when they realize that this particular townhome has rental restrictions, they pull out. So it's kind of hard to get these people to go ahead and make a move with them knowing that this subdivision does have rental restrictions. And I had to talk about that with you guys in a later video, which is something very important to take into account if you are an investor or if you are purchasing a condo or townhome or anything in the subdivision, understanding if there's rental restrictions, and we'll talk about that further later. But if you do have questions, feel free to shoot me some questions in the comments about it, and I have no problem explaining it to you. We were just having a hard time getting people to just go ahead and lock in and pick up the home, and her husband was getting anxious as well, and they were pretty much ready to try to move on with another agent. So I went on and pleaded with them. I said, hey, right now is a tough time just because of this more investors trying to purchase over here than they are just brand new families or a single professional that will be interested in living in this particular neighborhood. So she was like, well, what if we just go ahead and put it back on the market to rent? And I'm like, I don't really advise trying to put it back on the market again to rent, because then we'll run back into the same situation that we ran into this year. Because what happens is you kind of want to catch that beginning mark or I should say the beginning portion of the year, because a lot of times there's a lot of money that's being kicked out for down payment assistance. And a lot of people are saying, there's a lot of buyers that are always saying, well, at the beginning of the year, I want to purchase something. So you kind of want to catch that wave early. And that's kind of the problem that we ran into with the home, because the last tenant was ending her lease in May. And so we couldn't show it at the beginning of the year to try to get it sold. So I was like, nah, I don't think that would be a good idea. As much as I would love for you to, ensure that you don't have to pay the mortgage. I just don't think that would be the best route, because we don't want to run back in the same scenario that we ran into this year. So I was like, hey, I have a lot of experience with Airbnb. I have been doing it for a while now, and I think that we can leverage my experience, put this place, get this place put on Airbnb. I'll get it staged. I'll find all the furniture that you need. I put everything together, and we go ahead and just Airbnb the home so that you don't have to worry about paying a note, a mortgage, until we're able to get this place sold. Because we most definitely want to try to catch that beginning wave for the beginning of the year. And we didn't want the home to be sitting on the market longer than three months, because we didn't want people coming in trying to lowball us and all that other nonsense. So we said we'll take it off the market and start back fresh for the beginning of this year, which is 2020, what we're in now. And so that's what we did. She was like, great idea, Paul, let's do it. Put together a spreadsheet of all the furniture that you need and everything that's needed for the home, and I'll be sure to purchase it all and have it shipped over there and just get it put together. So I said, all right, that's exactly what I'm going to do. And that's what I did. I went on and put everything together. I spent Saturday just putting everything together in a spreadsheet, and I went on and sent it over to her. And next thing you know, she started going ahead and placing all the orders for all the furniture and dishes, linens, and towels, and just all the things that's just needed to run a successful Airbnb business. And so we did this from probably about, it was May, July. So probably about August is when we went on and pulled the trigger to start Airbnb in the home. And once all the furniture was in, we were ready to go. My client immediately was making probably about $4,500 a month, just gross just off of Airbnb and this home. It was a 3-bedroom, 3.5 bath townhouse, 3-story, and it was a major success. She didn't have to worry about paying a note at all. Excuse me, I got people coming by to see me, so excuse me real quick. Let me get this door real quick. But it was most definitely a major success, and I saved her that time and money and energy that she probably would have wasted stressing about trying to pay that mortgage and concerned about not being able to sell it. So I was just thankful to be able to utilize that experience. And then once January came, we went on and put the home on the market. And once the home was placed on the market, it probably took about a couple of weeks before somebody went on and we got the thing under contract. And so once that thing was under contract, we were able to go ahead and do the necessary negotiations and get the place moved off. So just thankful that, I had that experience to be able to provide that extra level of service for my client so that I wouldn't have lost that deal. And, that's just one of the things that us real estate agents have to do. We have to be creative at times. So, if you are in the market and you need to buy or sell something, give me a call. I'm here to help. I'm pretty good at trying to get things strategized and get things done. So I hope this information was helpful to you. Please subscribe, follow all my social media platforms. It's at Harrell Realty Group on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. So until next time, ciao.